What is bullying? Is it a big problem? Bullying is when someone teases, threatens, and even makes fun of a person every day and makes them miserable. They call them names like a loser, a loner, and many more. Bullies make fun of people because they are different or the new kid. According to bullyingstatistics.org, bullying causes depression and even anxiety. It includes impacts on mental health, substance use, and even suicide. Over 3.2 million students are victims of bullying every year. 160,000 teens skip school because of it. 1 in 7 students in the grade kindergarten through senior year is either a bully or a victim of a bully. Bullying is one of the biggest problems schools have been trying to stop for decades. There are nearly 4,400 suicide deaths from bullying per year. A boy named Aaron Dugmore was horribly bullied at a school called Erdington Hall Primary School. He was tormented and even harmed for being white by an Asian group of kids at his school. Aaron Dugmore was a pleasant 9-year-old boy. One day, an Asian student came up to Aaron, threatening him with a plastic knife, saying, "Next time, this will be a real one." He was also told from another Asian student that his father told him that all white kids should be dead. He was forced every day to hide from the bullies behind the playground at lunch every day. It's not only the kids, it's the parents too. Kelly Marie Dugmore, Aaron's mother, reported to the school multiple times that Aaron was getting bullied. The school did absolutely nothing about it. The only thing that the principal told her was, "You didn't have to come to the school. You chose to come here." On February 11th, 2013, Aaron was found dead in his room. He committed suicide. Aaron Dugmore hung himself. Aaron is one of the youngest children to commit suicide in the United Kingdom. Erdington Primary had 75% of students come from ethnic minority backgrounds. Aaron's stepdad noticed that from his first day at Erdington Primary, he had seen a big difference in him. Before, Aaron was still nice and pleasant. Aaron started to become argumentative with his brothers and sisters, and that wasn't like him at all. Bullying was a big problem to Aaron. But is it a big problem in reality? The answer is yes. Everyone seems to care about bullying at schools, yet they don't do anything about it. I think more schools should care more on the fact that bullying is a huge problem. It causes suicidal thoughts and attempts. It makes kids miserable, sick, and many more. So, why not take a stand and not make these kids miserable? Some schools do have a bullying policy, but does it actually work? Let's talk about our school, Westland High. We do have a bullying policy, but do we actually follow it? Obviously, no one follows it. If you walk around in the halls at Westland High, you'll hear a bunch of racist terms and people gossiping and offending people all the time. Why do students at Westland High judge and gossip about people? It's because some teenagers don't understand who they officially are yet, so they live through other people and not themselves. They put people down and can sometimes be cruel and they won't even know it. Westland has had 2 suicides in the last 9 months. What do you think about this? I've had an experience of being bullied, and it doesn't feel great at all. My first month at Westland High, a bunch of other students made fun of me. It was because I was short. They called me a midget and a shorty. I just looked at them, ignored them, and started laughing to myself because of how ridiculous it actually was. In hindsight, I rose above it because I thought high schoolers would be mature by now and leave all the bullying aside. I never really cared what people thought of me. I was just being myself. Through this, I managed to think that if more teenagers would rise above it, it would leave the bullies powerless. But some kids don't know how to rise above it or ask for any help. They take it too seriously and sometimes way too far. So, how many of you think bullying is a big problem?